Dominic Yamzon.
And now we're live at Studio 7 AM.
In today's news, we're gonna tackle about what is media literacy.
What is information literacy?
What is media information literacy? And
What is media information literacy for the eyes of the Filipinos, and how literate are they?
how are we going to avoid fake news from the voices of Filipina indigenous people?
And lastly, why is it needed to teach schools the media information literacy according to the Philmore instructors? So Dominic, what comes into your mind when you hear media and information literacy?
You know, when you talk about media information literacy, for me, that was about how literate you are, how well do you know information, how information comes to you, and how do you use information as a medium for sharing information.
Right, especially now that we're mostly using technologies, and we're using technologies as medium for us to express our opinions.
True. Now, do you consider yourself as media literate right now?
Yes, because as far as I know how to evaluate what are the things that are legit and what are the things that are not.
And for me, I think that's one of the main problems in today's world, that there's a lot of information that is going on, and a lot of people is getting confused on what is like the right information. We're having this like information overload, and we cannot identify which is true and which is not true. Now let's call on Miss Millena to tackle about what is media literacy.
Miss Millena.
Yes. Jana and Dom? Oh yes. Media literacy. Defined as the ability to access, analyze, and create media, is a prerequisite for citizens to realize their rights to freedom of information expression. A right-based approach is pursued to define media literacy. In general and digital media information, in particular information literacy, different projects initiated by DW Academy are drawn on to show the importance of the aspect and creation the engagement. They illustrate the various stakeholders need to be involved so that citizens can critically access, use, and participate in the flow of information on a broad scale. Again, this is Millena. Back to you, Jana and Dom.
Okay naman.
Kay pa rin ba?
Siguro oras na para namubon naman. Thank you, Ms. Millena, for your report. Now, moving on to the next topic, which is
The information literacy. Dominic, do you think that our millennials nowadays are applying information literacy?
for me, sometimes they're not applying it. Because, you know, in my experience, especially my colleagues or my friends, they continue posting and sharing posts that is obviously fake, but they still believe it without even reading the article first. And that's a problem because sometimes it threatens the community.
Just like the post you've shared a while ago about the cell phone thing, the radiation.
Yeah.
Most of the millennials nowadays are sharing information which are not evaluated and are not legit. And most of the time it disseminates false information that causes social disturbance. So now let's hear it from Carlo Franco, the meaning of information literacy.
What is information literacy? According to the American Library Association, information literacy is a set of abilities requiring individuals to recognize when information is needed and have the ability to locate, evaluate, and use effectively the needed information. This is Carlo Franco reporting.
Thank you, Carlo Franco, for giving us information about information literacy. Next up, we're gonna tackle about media and information literacy when ANN returns. Moving on, now let's get to know what is media and information literacy for the eyes of the Filipinos, and let's see how literate are we. May we call on Ms. Melody Millena to help us evaluate it more. Media and information literacy.
For me, media and information literacy is an essential skills that allows people to engage with information in media. And it also helps them with their critical thinking skills and lifelong learning skills, as well as to socialize and become active citizens.
As a student, do you think you are media and information literate?
Yes, because I'm able to identify or evaluate and define media information.
Thank you. What is media and information literacy?
So for me, media information literacy is the ability, the confidence, and the willingness to be able to engage with language in a meaningful context in your everyday life. Now, when we apply media, when we say media, these are the tools that you use to convey communication. So basically, media information literacy is how you communicate information in a meaningful context using digital tools to communicate in your everyday life. Next question.
As a student, are you literate?
As a student, am I media literate? I can say yes. Why? Because I am able to determine which information has a meaningful context and the information that I can apply to my everyday life. So, in short, yes, I do consider myself as media literate.
What is media and information literacy for you as a student?
Para sa akin, kapag inaral mo yung media information literacy, ito lang yung way para malaman mo yung peke sa hindi. In terms of information.
Ikaw bilang estudyante, tingin mo media and information literate ka?
Sa tingin ko, ngayong age ko pa lang, sakto lang. Kasi hindi ko pa talaga nakakasa yung skills ko kung paano mag-identify ng true information
Tsaka hindi ko pa, sa sobrang lawak na kasi ng technology ngayon. So, yung technology isa rin siya sa naging rason para magkaroon ng madaming factors para ma-identify mo yung, para hindi mo ma-identify yung fake side din.
For me as a student, yung media information literacy for me is all about the information na nakuha natin sa social media. It's not all about the social media. Pwede Tagalog ba? So, yung mga information na nagagather natin as a student, as we go online or through newspapers or anything na makikita natin, word or digital. Tapos, for me as a student, kung gaano tayo ka-illiterate, is, for me as a student kasi illiterate tayo kasi sa school na pag-aaral na natin lahat ng mga kind of medias, tapos mga, yun, yung mga true professors natin na nalalaman natin. Kaya we are being literate about them.
Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Millena, for your report. Now, we're gonna tackle about a very serious issue that is currently happening in today's community, and that is tackling fake news that is currently happening almost everywhere, from social media, even some of your friends that kept on telling stories if you don't even know if we should believe or should not believe. And we're gonna ask our reporter, Ms. Jana Ignacio, and
To gather opinions from the indigenous peoples of Marikina and what are their thoughts about fake news and how are we going to abolish it. Ms. Jana Ignacio?
Miss Jana Ignacio is currently not available right now, so I will substitute her for now. Information are all around us. It does not choose any age of or social states, however relevant information are. Nowadays, hard to evaluate because of the fake news lingering around the community. Let's now hear the video from the indigenous people of Marikina regarding new evaluation of their community. Pangalan po ninyo?
Ako si Nathaniel Tongko, nakatiras dito sa may Kalumpang IRM Church. Kasalukuyan, 2 taon na kami dito. Ang aking anak si Joshua.
Bilang isang bahagi po sa community, paano mo makakatulong sa komunidad nyo po ang mga impormasyon na natatanggap po ninyo?
Nakatutulong ito upang maging aware doon sa mga nababalita ang impormasyon, katulad ng halimbawa ng mga naghanap ng drugs ngayon, involved sa mga drugs, na magbabalitaan natin na marami dito ay mga kabataan. So sa ganung kaparaanan ay natutuko ang aking kaisipan para masigit patutukan ang ating mga anak at mga tao, mga kabataan, para sila ay himukin na huwag ma-involve dito sa pagturi ng droga.
Paano nyo po masasabi na ang natatanggap nyong impormasyon ay totoo?
Una, yan ay, lalo ito malapit ito sa barangay. Siyempre, malaki ang maibabahagi ng barangay sa accurate na balita patungkol sa mga drugs. Pangalawa, ang mga kapulisan. Visible dito ang kapulisan. Sila yung mga nakakahuli at nakakakita ng mga kabataan o involved sa drugs. Kaya sa pamamagitan ng kanilang mga impormasyon ay maaaring nagiging accurate ang mga impormasyon aking nalalaman sapagkat sila ang mayroong pangunahing kaalaman tungkol sa mga bagay nito.
Ang pangatlo po ay, ano po ang problema ang hinaharap nyo sa tuwing nag-share po kayo ng mga impormasyon na nakakakalap po ninyo?
Una, ngayon, lalo ang mga na-involved sa drugs, lalo ang mga kabataan, masyado silang agresibo, lalo silang wild kapag sila ay nakakapag-drugs. Meron din panganib sapagkat siyempre kapag sila ay sinabihan mo o di kaya ay check mo tungkol doon sa mga bagay na kanilang ginagawa, posibleng balikan kanila.
Apo.
Maaring gantihan kanila o di kaya ay saktan kanila o di man maaring pagbantaan nila ang buhay mo. Kaya yun ang isa sa mga nakikita magiging problema. Pangalawa, maaring hindi naman din nila aminin na sila ay involved sa drugs at baliktarin ka. at ikaw pa sa huli ang maaaring maging mali
Apo, Master.
tungkol sa mga informasyon na kanila nasasabi.
Yung pang-apat po, yung huli po ay madalas po ba kayong kumukuha ng impormasyon sa social media like Facebook or mga newspaper sa diaryo or what
TV.
po? Apo, TV.
O, kadalasan ako ay nakakakuha ko ng mga impormasyon sa TV, sa mga balita.
Apo, sa mga balita.
Ganoon din naman sa social media. Pero kadalasan ay sa TV, sa mga balita. Doon ko nakikita yung mga impormasyon na nababalitaan patungkol sa iba't ibang uri ng droga. Ngayon, pabata kasi napabata, hindi lang tatanda ngayon ang na-involve sa drugs. Nakakagulat ay lalo ang mga bata at kabataan, maging ang mga katandaan.
Apo.
Pero hindi sa social media, nakatutulong ito para makakuha ng mga informasyon tungkol sa mga ganung uri ng mga balita patungkol sa drugs.
Yun lang po. Salamat.
Welcome back, viewers. So for our final news today, we all know that the senior high school already has a curriculum which includes the media and information literacy, specifically in grade 12. Now, let's ask for the opinions of the Pamatasan ng Lungsod ng Marikina instructors regarding if media and information literacy subject is helpful or not. May we call on Ms. Rogeline Lagrama for this news report.
It is imperative to know that the media information literacy course in senior high school is very important to teach in schools. Why? Because we are here in the information age, and this is the technology age wherein the people, the student itself in the society is well informed, must be well informed, and must be, or should I say, they must be a person that is informative and technologically advanced regarding to this matter. Remember that in our society, it has a different conflicts that we are experiencing. Like, for example, the fake news. It is very somehow has a huge impact in our society, and therefore the media information literacy course in the senior high school program or curriculum is very important to teach in schools, because it is somehow an eye-opener for everybody, most importantly for the students, because they are the ones who will become the catalyst for change, and this must be a fight against fake news as one of the conflicts in the society, and that is all.
Sir, why is it needed for schools to teach media and information literacy?
So of course, as students who are exposed to media, especially the senior high school, of course, you should be educated on media itself. Okay, so when you say you're educated, you know the circumstances, the instances, and the matters that are concerns regarding the media. Okay? Namely as social media, websites, and that. So as you're exposed, of course, you should know what you're doing, so that you won't be a victim of something such as sharing fake news or being involved in some crime. And it will also help you to be responsible students who use social media and media and other forms of media. That's it.
Thank you, sir. That's it for today. Thank you for tuning in. I am Dominic Yamzon,
I'm Jonabel, and this is
ANN News.